Google's deadline for its new cookie consent version 2 is coming on the 31st of March. It's not for these cookies. No. These cookies are what sales teams march on. Oh, it's a never-ending battle between Google and European, Californian lawmakers. Everybody using Google Ads has to be cookie compliant under the new system. If you're not, you are banned. Yes, you'll be banned from Google Ads. Well, certain types of Google advertising, including remarketing, but it will affect Performance Max too. I'm going to quickly explain what the new rules are, what are your options, and what do I recommend. But the big issue is that this is going to cost you thousands if you're not careful. You'll end up paying for yet another monthly subscription service just to be compliant. Website visitor options have to be recorded so you can be compliant. Google's created what I would say is yet another money-making scheme called Consent Management Platform. They've even got this fancy new logo for it. Don't worry, I've done all the research as you'd expect, and I've got a simple solution that I'll show you, and we'll go through this step by step. I'm John Langley. I'm the $1.5 billion ads guy. I founded Click Convert with Jameson Hollister, and we've generated billions for clients of all sizes, and we've worked with thousands of clients over the past 10 years. Google's CEO even uses our work as a case study too. I'm highly skeptical of Google. Anybody who could serious success on Google doesn't really trust them. But don't forget, please subscribe and like. I've only got a few subscribers at this point, and I really appreciate your support. So let's jump in. Here are the new rules. You have to update your cookie consent system, that little pop-up banner that comes up on your website, by the 31st of March 2024. It's next week. Google Ads needs to be able to track users in order for advertising to work. And this is going to require users to share consent with Google for advertising purposes. And they need to share consent to receive personalized advertising from Google Ads. Google has not said why they didn't just introduce all the new requirements when GDPR came into effect. But I believe it's related to something called the Digital Marketing Act. It's known as a DMA that the European Union introduced in March. It's meant to protect the data privacy of users online and help ensure fair competition in the digital market among companies to help small companies out. There's not many of those around when it comes to competing against Google. It really applies to the 6 digital gatekeepers. No prize for guessing who these guys are. Yes, you've got it. Alphabet. We all know them as a parent company of Google and Android. Amazon, Apple, ByteDance, you'll know them as a parent company of TikTok. We've got Meta, of course, Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp. And finally, Microsoft, parent company of LinkedIn. Our big question is, how do we comply with this never-ending sets of new red tape? Well, we could write the code ourselves. I even spent a few hours using Google Gemini to write it for me. I thought it would make a video, but it transpired that storing the choices, scanning your website for cookie usage, providing and updating the opt-out options is really too much work to maintain. This limits our choices. Our only real option is to choose a third-party consent management platform. I can feel your excitement at this opportunity to spend more money on marketing via Google. Google has provided a list of these content management platforms, and they're in a PDF, and I put a link down below to that. Okay, so you click and have a look at that. Most of these do charge a monthly fee and have restrictions on the number of page views you can send through them each month. But there is an open source free solution called CookieScript, and I've included the link below to this as well. It looks like the free version scans only 10 pages, but it's worded to give that impression. It's not really true. It will look on the 10 pages for what the cookies are. So my recommendation is to ensure that you have your Google Tag Manager, your GA4, your Google Ads, your Facebook Pixel code, all on the home page, and thus you're covered for free. If you need to customize the cookie banner, there is a paid option with it too. So what we're going to do is let's jump in and start setting it all up. The easiest method is to use a tag manager. So step 1 is going to be follow the link below and visit the CookieScript. We're on the consent management platform and we're on CookieScript. We can see they're a certified partner. So what we need to do is we need to go and sign up here. So I did this by using my Google account, clicked on the Google, clicked on there, added my profile, and we're through. Quick pop-up guide, you can get rid of that, we're not really interested in that at all. And immediately we're asked to name what we're going to name our banner. So in this case I'm going to call it Demo, but we can also get it from the main tab of Dashboard. And you can see here it is now, the banner code's there. So the next step is going to be to jump over in a second or two, and we're going to jump over into the tag manager. Now in the tag manager, just going to pause a second, we need to look at the template. So we click on templates on the left hand side, do that, and we'll go in and we can search the gallery. And once the list comes up, we just do the little search top right hand side and we type in CookieScripts. CookieScripts comes up, great, and we choose it. There's a few options here, but really we don't need to bother with them at all. Just click the blue button at the top right, just click add again, fine, no problem at all. Now we'll just go over this. So what we've got here now is we have got into our own personal tag templates, we've added in the CookieScript template. So that's there for us to use in tags. So the next step is going to be is we're going to go and we're going to create a tag. So we've got the tag there and we're going to go and do new tag. When we click the configuration at the top left, we can have a look. We've got this section here where the predefined templates are there and we just click CookieScript. Now here, down the page, you can see that we've got the custom section, custom HTML, custom, and then below it we can see our custom CookieScript CPM template, and you can see that that's in the custom section. And we're going to click on that and we're going to add that in. Once it pops up, you'll notice here there's a section and it says banner code URL. And that is the code that was available to us before. So we need to go and grab that code that we had previously showed to us when we created the setup, or it's in the center of the main dashboard page. We need to copy that code and we need to put it into the banner script URL. So we've added that in, put the code in. The next thing is we need to give our tag a name, so we're just going to call it demo for the moment. No, I think I'm going to rename it something else. I'm going to put it landing page cookie script. You'll see on the permissions section that by default everything is denied. We can look at a few more parameters here. The one that might be interesting at the bottom, we've got a few options. We can pass through parameters on the query string. This might be useful if you need to ensure that they've not accepted the cookie on the first page, but they accept the cookie on the second page. That's worthwhile. The other thing is you can do redact on it. You can find though that if you do pass through on the query string URL, it may mess up some of the query strings and some of your JavaScript on the site, but I would test that and be careful with that. Now we need to then choose how it's going to trigger. Now normally it triggers on all pages when you're putting a tag on it, but we want it to trigger on the consent. The normal option for Tag Manager would be all pages, but we want to choose the consent all pages. So choose the second option on the page there. Just click it. We're now going to click Save. We have our tag. It's all set up. We're going to name it. The next step in this is going to be to test it. So we're going to use this by using the preview function, and you can see the preview function at the very top right hand side of the page here. It's going to ask us for a URL. So I'm going to use a landing page that I built for a few years ago, and I'm just going to use that for this test. So I'm going to pop in the URL I want to use. I'm going to click connect. Now this is going to connect onto the website, and it's going to be able to preview and test the code without actually publishing it. We're connected. And there we go. So we have the tag triggered on the bottom right hand side of the page to tell us it's there. And then there we go, bang, you can see the black section at the bottom of the page, and then we can choose whether we accept it. Whilst testing this before, I often missed the black section in truth because it just blended in too much of the grey bar. So I decided that probably having the bar straight across the page isn't the best option. So I'm going to go and make a change on that. So let's just get rid of, go into here, and we're going to go back into, there's a section for design, we can see that here. And we're going to go down, and I'm going to choose the first banner style, which it pops up on the bottom left hand side of the page, and I'm going to do save on that. That's great. So I've changed the style of the banner. I'm going to go back again, and I'm going to retest it. So we're going to do preview, click at preview. We're going to do connect. We've already got the URL stored in there. Connects up, site pops up, and we can see the tag assistant pops up on the, I'll just move this over, pops up on the right hand side of the page, and on the left hand side of the page is our cookie consent banner, and we accept all of those. We can change the options, it's still there at the bottom. So this is looking good, we'll close it down. So everything seems to be in order now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to publish it by doing submit. I'm going to put a small note in here. I'm just going to do publish, and we're done. So we've got our tags there. And copying the URL out, so I want to test it properly. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and open an incognito window, paste it in, because there's no cookies in the incognito. Let's see if it works properly now. So there we are, bang. It's opened. This site uses cookies. We can accept the options. Everything's looking really good. So that's it. We've managed to do this without us actually spending any money. Amazing. We're nearly done. Now it's your time. Please help by subscribing, clicking the like button and the notification buttons. That would really, really help me. Please share your thoughts in the comments. What do you think? What would you like to see? How could I improve? I haven't got the same top on this week anyway, so that's a bit of an improvement. As always, I'm sponsored by Click Convert Marketing, your Google Ads experts. If you'd like help with your Google, Bing, social media ads, or you'd like some mentoring, see the link below. Until next time, see you. Bye.